What's going on, everybody? This is dkdynamite, and today we're going to be talking about some exciting changes you've been waiting for, some free gifts, and all of the need-to-know updates for Warzone 2.0. Definitely stay tuned. But before we jump into that, be sure to hit that subscribe button down below, drop a like, and let me know down below in the comment section if Rebirth Island was added into Warzone 2.0 here on this brand new engine. How would you guys feel about that? Or would you still rather play Rebirth Island in Warzone 1.0 as we all remember it, right? Obviously, we have Alcatraz, which is over in Blackout still, that you can still play to this day, but in terms of Rebirth Island, that's apparently never coming back to Warzone 1, but will be playable via Warzone Mobile when that does release in your specific region over the next couple of months. I'm excited about Warzone Mobile, and we'll be talking more about that deeper into this video. But for those out there wondering, what's going on with the free gifts that are supposed to release in-game for the 3-year anniversary of Warzone, here's the official schedule for that event. So on March 15th, they already dropped the Peak Calling Card, of course taken from Caldera. On March 19th, they're going to be dropping the Verdansk 2020 emblem. Then on March 23rd, we have the Remember sticker. And yeah, right, remember the years of memories we had on Warzone from the Modern Warfare integration, Cold War, even Vanguard. March 27th, we have the weapon blueprint known as the MWII Maker, which we saw in the official Season 2 Reloaded blog post. There's a lot going on this blueprint, right? A bunch of logos and icons from all the events we've seen over the years in Warzone 1.0. March 31st, we have the Gulag Calling Card. Then April 4th, we have the Verdansk 84 Vinyl, which looks gangster. And lastly, on April 8th, we have the Birthday Charm. Again, the 3-year anniversary of Warzone, which was just this past March. I can't believe that. I remember it was just a couple of weeks ago when Warzone first released or even got leaked out, and it's already been 3 years. Maybe in the next 3 years we're going to see Warzone 3.0 for some crazy future Call of Duty installments as well. You never know. But Infinity Ward also dropped some important updates that you probably missed. As they said, they're currently investigating an issue impacting newly created Activision accounts receiving error code 14008. Existing Activision accounts encountering a disconnect error when attempting to link other accounts for the first time may also be impacted. The issue has now been resolved though at time of recording this video, and linking is working normally again for all users. Raven then followed up by saying that a minor update has gone live to remove the light helo from Battle Royale solos. For clarity though, this adjustment was originally intended to go live with the launch of Season 2 Reloaded earlier today, as outlined in the patch notes. But also in regards to Ashika Island specifically, with the mid-season 2 update, all squad sizes will be available for Resurgence in the playlist selection, but it was mentioned, I think somewhere else previously, that all squad sizes might still be rotated a little bit here and there over the next couple of major content updates when LTMs get introduced or some other type of update. They might take all of that out, but at least for the next 20-ish days, we still should see every squad size available, thankfully, here for Ashika Island and Resurgence. They also mentioned AI combatants have now been removed with Path to Run and ending, but the contracts are still available. So that's really cool. I think the whole idea of AI in Battle Royale is cool when you do it a certain way, whether it's through doing a quest or a specific contract, but having them roam around the map randomly isn't ideal for the Warzone specific community, right? Keep that in DMZ, of course, but that's not the way AI worked in Ashika Island anyway. You had to spawn them in by picking up a search and seizure contract or by waiting for the data heist public event. Since the Path to Ronin event has ended, or the first part of it at least, that required you to do that search and seizure contract, that's no longer something you really have to do. The contract's still available, but that's about it. The only way you can spawn AI is through that. The Data Heist public event now no longer spawns in AI, unless this was a mistake, as they wrote here. I haven't seen any AI in my matches of Ashika, but let me know your experience down below in the comments. They also confirmed that Raven Software seems to be exploring a variety of changes for Warzone 2 in future seasons, including some movement updates to things like Dolphin Dive, one-shot snipers, and more. Information on potential changes to come in the weeks ahead. That likely means with the upcoming blog post Season 3, which will probably be during the first week of April, that's when we'll hear more about those quality of life changes. Obviously, it looks like we're not going to get a new Warzone map in Season 3. We have one apparently coming in Season 4, which means that Season 3 is supposed to have a lot of major quality of life improvements and changes, mechanic updates, and some other point of interest rotations, something like that. That'll be a big season for things like this that need to actually happen. And according to Joel, a content creator who was featured in the recent conference call with developers, they were being told about things like this. So maybe the St. Patrick's one-shot sniper was a bit of a hint that one-shot snipers are coming back to an extent if you get a headshot. So that's important, on top of the other quality of life gameplay changes that were in Warzone 1 and even got added late into Warzone 1, which should have been in Warzone 2 day 1, but better late than never, I suppose. Now also be sure to hit up COD Peter over on Twitter if you're looking for some some assistance with camel grinding in COD 2.0, whether it's Polyatomic or Orion. His link is, of course, down below in this video's description. Now, also in the patch notes, some other important changes that you guys might not have noticed or might have noticed just by randomly playing the game. We first up have kill streak availability. The existing airspace is too crowded message will now have a trailing for X seconds attached to it to add better context for the players. Hell yeah. Cluster strike and precision airstrike improvements. Improve the airstrike danger notification to be more consistent based on each damage location. Improve directional tracing to prevent the precision airstrike targeting from sometimes landing behind the players. Players will now be notified when calling a cluster strike or precision if they are too close to the affected zone. That's a phenomenal update, right? I can't tell you how many times I thought I was inside of a building or far enough from a strike and I just wasn't, or I even got myself killed by calling one in. It's hilarious. But the give up timer roll down is now more consistent across modes and will last at least 3 seconds. Navigation pings. Increase the scale navigation pings on the tech map and minimap for improved readability. Armor break. Here's a massive one that you guys were definitely waiting for. The text has been removed from the armor break notification when breaking all of an opponent's plates for improved clarity, whilst the icon has remained though. People out there were getting confused if they downed somebody or not, which is crazy. Auto looting armor plate. Something I thought was gonna be in the game right away day one, or something that I thought maybe was in the game already that maybe just didn't work for me because I had a setting off or something. This is something that was in Warzone 1 and was flawless. Auto looting armor plates. As armor plates are a critical part of the gameplay loop, players will now automatically pick up plates as long as they have available inventory or backpack space. Then spawn protection. Spawn protection will now disable at 25 meters, up from 19 meters from the ground or grounded player in battle royale modes. We'll continue to refine as we move forward, given the importance of this feature to redeploying players. That's something that's kind of funny because the one-shot sniper from St. Patrick's Day, I noticed, right, it's supposed to one-shot everybody, but I forgot about spawn protection. I was sniping people that were in the air and it just wasn't killing them. And I'm like, wait a second, so they must have been around 25 meters or so up in the sky. So that explains why they weren't getting shot right out by the St. Patrick sniper. And lastly, the resurgence kill feed. The kill feed will now display who is about to redeploy when the resurgence timer reaches 0, something that again was in Warzone 1. But in terms of some pacing balancing now, as a team we are focused on 2 core areas of the pacing of BR, the combat engagements in the mid game and the regain opportunities in the late game. They'll be addressing this across Season 2 Reloaded and going into Season 3, with the first change being a guaranteed restock public event in the 4th circle. So that's really helpful for those that make it that far and are like, damn, I just need to restock some of my equipment or whatever my field upgrade is. That's going to be a huge update. Future improvements will include, though, more ground loot supply boxes, especially in the north of the map, resurgent supply boxes being sprinkled throughout the map, additional ammo caches, and even more. So that's what I'm saying, right? We're not going to get a new Warzone map to our understanding in Season 3, but it'll still be a massive season for all these little things to really make the game that much smoother, that much more fun to play, and we'll kind of bring it back to where Warzone 1 was at the end of Vanguard's life cycle a couple of months ago. Now, also an update in regards to cheaters. Again, Richochet is in full effect, but you probably notice cheaters in rank, top 250, even maybe the top 10, and you probably see some cheaters running around DMZ or a Resurgence, Ashika Island. It gets frustrating, but the latest news on anti-cheat in Modern Warfare 2 and Warzone is that the Richochet team is hard at work at taking down all sorts of new cheats that are appearing. They also have a rule that anyone caught cheating in a current COD is permanently banned from all modern COD. So I'm gonna guess maybe all CODs from Modern Warfare 19 forward. Anything before that, they're probably good, but all games on the Modern Warfare engine or in the Warzone ecosystem, you will be banned from. And that's the thing, right? If you're gonna say, oh, Ricochet doesn't work and it's pointless and it's all a lie, it's a hoax, there's no such thing as an anti-cheat, here's the thing, right? Ricochet is handling all sorts of cheats and systems and methods, but over time, the cheaters and the hackers get better, get more sophisticated. They come up with new methods and new ideas, and Ricochet has to adapt to that. The team at Ricochet has to figure out what those new methods are to get to the bottom of it and to prevent that from affecting current CODs. That's just how it is every single year going forward, but that's obviously something that's going to be plaguing any free-to-play title, whether it's Warzone 2, whether it's DMZ, or even other games out there in the industry that are free-to-play. Hackers are everywhere. It's obviously harder to see them in paid experiences, which is why it's sad that we're seeing hackers in rank, because you have to pay to play that by owning Modern Warfare 2. It's hilarious. Now, also an update for those that have been asking me about the Hear No Evil bundle, a skin that we thought was going to drop in Season 1 and actually did for Warzone Mobile for a brief period of time. If you actually bought it through Warzone Mobile, if that game was available in your region, you were then able to bring that skin into Modern Warfare 2 and Warzone 2, of course, right? No release date ever leaked out for that pack. It was supposed to come out, I think, on Christmas Eve, and that just never happened, so clearly that was a placeholder date that wasn't accurate. Apparently that skin's been added back into the main game's files, which is exciting. That means it's probably going to be either a Season 2 Reloaded skin that comes out maybe in the next 2-3 weeks, or it's a skin that is going to be brought back for sure within Season 3. We'll just have to wait and see what happens with that. But I'm also hearing reports that apparently this other Ghost skin that will be available in Warzone Mobile, it's one of the pre-registration rewards, that one will also be available to use in Modern Warfare 2 and Warzone. I think it is safe to say that just about a majority of the cosmetics we end up seeing in Warzone Mobile are going to be transferable to the main game as well, and I think that's great. I just don't expect all the cosmetics to get added into the main game, COD 2.0 right here, to be transferable to Warzone Mobile. I mean, maybe that's the goal, but there will probably be some offers and cosmetics here and there that just don't transfer because of lack of development time, lack of resources, time constraints. But I do think for the most part we're going to see a big cross progression system that I'm personally excited about, but hopefully we end up seeing more of in the next 2-ish months tops. But last and definitely not least, in regards to Warzone Mobile, limited regional testing will soon expand to certain places in Europe and even South America. The studio also says they don't have a confirmed worldwide release date yet, but are working towards announcing more things very soon. They're also working to add more support for different phones, gameplay improvements, and more to come. So the Warzone Mobile team did confirm that they have hit 35 million pre-registrations, which does mean should also be available in the game's limited multiplayer on day 1 of its global launch. It's unclear when that date's gonna be, but I'm gonna assume Season 4. If we're just now gonna start seeing some limited testing in Europe and South America, that's probably gonna go on for at least a full season, so I'm gonna cross my fingers for Season 4, right? Very close to the end of Modern Warfare 2's life cycle, to see Warzone Mobile fully added into the game, for it to be fully integrated into even this new camo challenge selection menu where it says that everything is carrying over from multiplayer to Warzone Mobile. Hopefully we get the real feeling of COD 2.0 and this idea of cross progression during this game's life cycle, not the next one, not the Black Ops game in 2024. We gotta see Warzone Mobile ASAP, even if it's just for dance that's playable, maybe add in Rebirth shortly after that if it's not ready yet. But I'm really excited to cover that, and hopefully you guys are as excited to end up giving it a shot if it's free to play on your phone, right? Even if you're not into COD Mobile, Warzone Mobile might be your thing, since you could, of course, level up your weapons, your battle pass, your regular player level by playing on the go. But that is about it. This has been dkdynamite. Leave our thoughts down below in the comment section. What are your thoughts on the exciting changes you've been waiting for here in Warzone 2.0? How are you feeling about the 3-year anniversary gifts, and also the need-to-know updates we went over via the patch notes? Really hope you've enjoyed, and peace out, everybody.